Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss about evolution. Already in the previous classes we have discussed about evolution and all the theories that are dealing with evolution. A brief recap of the previous classes that we have gone through the Zoom app and through Google Map. Okay, we shall see. The term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer. The term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer. The literal meaning of this term evolution is roll out or unfold or reveal the hidden potential. The term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer, and the word evolution means unfold or roll out or reveal the hidden potential. Now, what is the definition of evolution? Evolution means the change in the characteristic features of species over the generations. The change in the characteristic species over the generations is known as evolution. But according to Darwin, evolution he defined as descent with modification. Darwin has defined evolution as descent with modification. What is descending? Means characters are descending from parental generation to offspring generation. Characters are descending from parental generation to offspring generation according to Darwin. And according to Dobzhansky, he defined evolution as he made a statement that nothing in biology, very, very important, nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution. Nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution. What does this mean? See, Darwin, he is father of evolution. He defined evolution as descent with modification. That means what are the characters that are evolved will be inherited from parental generation to offspring generation. Okay? And Dobzhansky defined evolution as nothing in biology makes sense. That means whatever we are studying in biology, if we are not taking evolution into consideration, it will not make any sense according to Dobzhansky. Okay? See, evolution is a continuous process. It is a continuous process and it occurs gradually. Evolution, there is no climax. No climax for evolution, it is keep on going on. Okay? See, assertion, evolution is a continuous process. And see the reason why it is a continuous process means evolution never stops because our environment is never constant. It is never constant. Our environment is ever-changing environment. It is a dynamic environment. If the environment is dynamic, it is not constant. So the process of evolution will take place continuously in order to adapt to this ever-changing environment. Hope you are following. So environment is a continuous process. Why it is a continuous process means our environmental conditions are not constant, they keep on changing. It is a dynamic environment. So in order to cope up with the ever-changing environment, evolution will always take place. Hope you are following. And one more thing, evolution is a irreversible process. Evolution is irreversible process. Whatever happened is happened. That means if it has taken the evolution of dinosaurs right from protozoa to chordata, when the reptiles has evolved and the dinosaurs has entirely ruled the entire earth during the Jurassic period, they have destroyed some of the world. But as it is hazardous to the evolution, it cannot go back to the evolution and it cannot stop it. Why? Because evolution is an irreversible process. Okay, so evolution is a continuous process and it will take place gradually and it is an irreversible process. Often, evolution is described as or evolution is defined as evolution of complex forms, evolution of complex forms from simple forms. Sometimes evolution is defined as evolution of the complex forms from the simple forms. Yes, that's what we have seen right from protozoa to chordata to the highly evolved mammals. Right from protozoa to chordata, we have observed, when we observe the structural complexity of these organisms, protozoans are very small unicellular organisms, and as we are moving from these protozoans to highly evolved mammals, mammals are with highly complex in their structure. But it cannot be said that complexity is the aim of evolution. Never the complexity is the aim of evolution. Why? Because, see, we are observing the parasites, most of the parasites like protozoans, they have very simple form of structure, very simple life. But if complexity is the aim of evolution, the very present day we cannot find all these parasites and protozoans. See, the parasites, but even today we are coming across it with these parasites. So then what is the aim of evolution? The aim of evolution is fitness. The aim of evolution is fitness. And according to Darwin, fitness means reproductive fitness. And according to Darwin, fitness means reproductive fitness. Before going to what is this reproductive fitness, what is the main objective of a living organism? See, the main objective of a living organism is the main objective the main objective of a living organism is successful feeding and breeding. Successful feeding and breeding is the main objective of an organism. If the successful feeding and breeding is the main objective of a living organism, there is no mandatory for the complexity. Why? Because if we compare an elephant and the bacteria, bacteria reproduces more when compared to the elephant. It is more successful in feeding and breeding than when we compare to elephant. But if we observe the structural complexity, elephant is more having more. It is more complex when compared to bacteria. So the aim of an or the main objective of a living organism is feeding and breeding. So what are all the points we have discussed? The term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer, and the term evolution means roll out or unfold or reveal the hidden potential. And evolution means the change occurs in the characteristic features of a species which will be passed from one generation to another generation. And according to Darwin, evolution means modification with descent. And according to Dobzhansky, nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution. Okay? These are certain points regarding the introduction of evolution. Now, and we have seen that evolution is a continuous process, it is a gradual process, and it is an irreversible process. So, the unit of evolution is unit of evolution. The unit of evolution is never be an organism or an individual. Always evolution takes place over a population. Always evolution takes place over a population. So the unit of evolution is population. And next one, then. Unit of natural selection. We will talk about natural selection. The unit of natural selection. See, natural selection is the driving force of evolution which will operate over a population and it will select an individual. Okay. The unit of natural selection is individual. And third one. So the driving force of evolution is natural selection. The driving force of evolution is natural selection. And what are the raw materials for this natural selection? The raw materials for evolution. The raw materials of evolution are, according to Darwin, these are variations. The raw materials for evolution are variations. And the ultimate source of these variations are ultimate source of evolution, of variations. The ultimate source of variations are mutations. Evolution is a continuous process which takes place over a population from in the successive generation. We cannot observe evolution in a single generation. Evolution can be observed from generation to generation in the successive generations. Okay, what is the driving force for the evolution is the driving force of evolution is natural selection. Nature selects the individuals which are better adapted to the ever-changing environment. So that selection pressure will be there over a population. In that population, it will select the particular individuals which are better adapted. Okay, these individuals they possess certain variations. Okay, these variations are inheritable. That will be inherited to the next generations. So these variations, ultimately the root cause of these variations are mutations. Okay, important even for matching. So this is a brief introduction regarding evolution. What is evolution? How it operates over the populations. And one more thing, we cannot observe evolution in front of our eyes. Why? Because evolution takes place it requires time for about hundreds, thousands, and millions of years. So evolution we cannot see in front of our eyes. But what we can do is we have to believe that evolution process has taken place. Why we need to believe evolution means we have definitive evidences. Why we should believe evidences? Why we have to believe evidences means evolution means we have certain definitive evidences are there in order to believe that evolution has really happened. What are all those evidences that we are going to discuss now? The evidences of evolution. See the evidences of evolution. Evidences from comparative anatomy, morphology, and comparative anatomy. Okay. Second one, paleontological evidences. Paleontological evidences and embryological evidences. Embryological evidences. And fourth one, biogeographical evidences. Biogeographical evidences. And fifth one, anatomical biogeographical evidences, embryological evidences, and anatomical. We shall discuss these evidences. Evidences from morphology and comparative anatomy, paleontological evidences, embryological evidences, and biogeographical evidences. In these evidences from morphology and comparative anatomy, we are going discuss about this contains evidences from morphology and anatomy. It does contains homologous organs, analogous organs, connecting links and missing links, connecting and missing links, and fourth one, vestigial organs, and fifth one, atavism. Okay. The evidences of morphology and comparative anatomy. In this, we are going to deal about homologous organs, analogous organs, connecting links and missing links, vestigial organs, and atavism. Okay. The fifth evidence is through biochemical, physiological, and biochemical evidences. Now, see, fifth evidence is, we have discussed before, the fifth evidence is physiological and biochemical evidences. So, the first one, homologous organs. Homologous organs. The organs which are similar in their structure and embryonic origin but were adapted to perform different functions are known as homologous organs. Once again the statement. Homologous organs are the organs which are similar in their structure. Similar in their structure and even in embryonic origin, but they were performing different functions. Okay, those organs which are similar in their structure and embryonic origin but were adapted to perform different functions are known as homologous organs. And one more statement, see here. Homologous organs, they explain about or they possess a common ancestor. Homologous organs they will talk about or they possess common ancestor. Okay, we shall talk about this common ancestor. And the homologous organs leads to divergent evolution. Homologous organs leads to divergent evolution. How? What are the examples that comes under homologous organs? We shall see. See here, homologous organs. Limbs of tetrapods. Okay, four limbs. The four limbs of tetrapods. If you observe the hand in man and cheetah, whale, and in bat, Our four limbs are helpful in grasping or holding the things. Holding the things. In case of cheetah or cat, even cat, they will help in running. Okay. In case of whales, they help in swimming. And in case of bat, they help in flying. But if you see their structure, see the definition of the organs which are similar in their structure and embryonic origin but are performing different functions. If you observe the basic structure of all these organisms, they possess the similar bones like humerus, radius, ulna, carpals and metacarpals. Carpals, metacarpals, and phalanges. If you observe the forelimbs of all these mammals, they have the same morphology. Similar bones are present in all these different organisms. But even though their structure is similar, they were adapted to perform different functions like grasping, running, swimming, and flying. So the organs which are similar in their structure but were adapted to perform different functions are known as homologous organs. Okay. And next example. See, in case of thorns of bougainvillea, thorns of bougainvillea and tendril of passiflora cucurbita and tendrils of cucurbita. Thorns of bougainvillea. It is a modification of axillary bud and even tendril. Both they are the modification of axillary bud. See, the same axillary bud has been modified into thorn in case of bougainvillea and modified into tendril in case of cucurbita. In bougainvillea, it helps in defense, protection from herbivorous animals. Whereas in case of cucurbita, these tendrils are helping climbing. That means they are helping in giving mechanical support. Mechanical support. Again, see the definition. The organs which are similar in their structure, they have originated from the same axillary bud, but were performing different functions, are known as homologous organs. And even in the vertebrate brain and heart. Heart of vertebrates and brain of vertebrates. When we compare heart and brain of vertebrates, if we look at their structure, they are structurally similar. Means both heart and brain, they are covered with a membrane. The membrane that is covering the heart, it is known as pericardium, and the membrane that is covering the brain is known as meninges. They are called as meninges. And even heart is also divided into chambers, right and left. That means right and left, two sides. And even brain is also divided into right and left hemispheres. Okay, if you see this structure, they are covered by the membranes and they are having the same structure, but they are performing different functions. Heart, it is helping in circulation, whereas brain meat is doing all the analysis. Okay, controlling. Okay. The organs which are similar in their structure but were performing different functions are known as homologous organs. Now, these homologous organs, they have a common ancestor, I said, and they explain divergent evolution. Here we shall talk about adaptive radiation. Before going to adaptive radiation, let's have a brief recap of today's class what we have. The term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer, and evolution means descent with modification according to Darwin and according to Dobzhansky. Nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution. And in the previous classes we have already discussed the theories which are explaining the origin of life and even the origin of Earth. Okay. Now the evidences of evolution. In that evidences of evolution, we are dealing with the evidences of comparative anatomy and morphology. In that we have seen homologous organs. The homologous organs are the organs which are similar in their structure but were adapted to perform different functions are known as homologous organs. And we have seen the examples. What I have told, homologous organs leads to divergent evolution. What is that divergent evolution? And how these homologous organs are explaining a phenomenon called adaptive radiation, we shall see. See the definition of adaptive radiation. The process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area starting from a point and literally radiating to other habitats The process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area starting from a point and literally radiating to other habitats is known as adaptive radiation. One more definition very important. We shall understand this definition by looking at an example. See here? The process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area means in a single geographical area, and they are arising from a common point. That means they are all possessing a common ancestor, but they are radiating to other habitats in order to suit with their habitats. Okay, what is the process? How evolution has taken place? We shall see in case of marsupial mammals. Before going to the examples, see here, class Mammalia is divided into two subclasses, that is Prototheria and Theria. Prototheria and Theria. All these Prototherians are egg-laying mammals. Now these Therians are again divided into Metatheria and Eutheria. Metatheria and Eutheria. The class Mammalia is subdivided into two subclasses, that is Prototheria and Theria. Prototherians are egg-laying mammals like spiny anteater, duck-billed platypus. Okay, whereas in case of Theria, it is again divided into Metatheria and Eutheria. These Metatherian mammals are marsupial mammals. Marsupial mammals. Okay, and Eutherians are the actual placental mammals. Placental mammals. Okay, why I have discussed this, you will understand. See, adaptive radiation in a single geographical area, that is Australia. In the continent Australia, they have a ancestor, that is marsupial mammals. From the marsupial mammals, see, in the same geographical area, when you look at different animals like Tasmanian wolf, tiger cat, marsupial mole, banded anteater, bandicoot, koala, kangaroo, sugar glider, so when you look at these wombat, when you look at the morphology of these different organisms, they are morphologically different. See, adaptive radiation, the process of evolution of different species, these are all different species. The process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area, starting from a point, what is that? They have a common ancestor, marsupial mammal, and literally radiating to other habitats. They are moving away from this Australia in order to suit better with the environment. So the process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area, starting from a point and radiating to other habitats, is known as adaptive radiation. Okay, homologous organs leads to divergent evolution. This adaptive radiation explains divergent evolution. It explains divergent evolution. Okay, so this whereas analogous organs explain convergent evolution. Okay, the remaining examples of this adaptive radiation we shall discuss in the next class.